we do have an incredible soundtrack to accompany 1,000 Windmills of the Mind. Okay, we have 10,000 quotes from the analytic psychodynamic or dynamic or depth psychology. It just simply means some kind of statement, some kind of verbal statement that acknowledges and that makes an attempt to bring the unconscious to conscious. So you've got a pattern in your life. When did it begin? And to see yourself engaged in an example of it. Okay, repetition compulsion. When there's trauma, we repeat in an attempt for memory and feeling. So we repeat. It's all symbolic. Interpret it as a communication of what happened in the past, which we don't remember. Okay, transference interpretations. Okay, because of the pain, we transfer the past to the present, recreate the past and the present, hoping to, as if magically we can change the past, undo the past, get the love that we should have received in the past. But nobody in the present is your mother in the past. But that part of the brain that's pushing this doesn't know time, so doesn't realize that. So in the present, we just do something like symbolic, so we can make the inference of what happened in the past. Okay, anything about like projection, something you don't know about yourself. It's too embarrassing, it's too shameful, maybe you feel too hard to know, too painful to know. It goes against your neurotic pride, it goes against your defensive self, it goes against the tenuous identity that you're making like that. But any kind of truth, so the truth seeking, back to the song here, be honest with yourself. A lot of the honesty of ourselves is repressed, unknown to us. So we project it. We say it's outwardly like that. Okay? So something you don't know about yourself, okay, we attribute it to someone else. And that's like creating a mirror or a projection on a screen to know it's with them. Projection is the means of bringing repressed material to your consciousness. Okay? So that's the analytic idea, that we will make the unconscious conscious. So you look at your projections. So very often things you're saying about others, first things first, see if you're talking about yourself. Because if you can't believe it, not everything you say is a projection, but many of the things we say are often in an attempt to make us aware that we're talking about ourselves. Okay, look inside yourself. Okay, you're so afraid of being honest with yourself. Okay, so we're afraid to make the unconscious conscious, because that's betraying the script, betraying the traumatic script. The traumatic script is to tie in the loyalty bond to the mother. That's why we're so afraid, because we're afraid to break free from the mother. Okay, we're afraid to be on our own. We never got mother's love originally to have that sense of beingness, to be on our own. We never had the experience of mother soothing us, seeing us, recognizing us, accepting us, nurturing us, letting us feel safe to blossom and let our emerging self, our budding beauty, be a part of us. She squashed it early on. So we're afraid to know any of this. And due to attachment theory, we got to have a link to the mother. No baby can make it on their own, so the only way to have a link to the mother is to be traumatic. I mean, it's to be dysfunctional.